Hello everybody, and this is my new gaming pickups video. It takes place between the end of March and the end of April, or by that I mean this is what the stuff that I got during that time. And first I got these Mario toys on clearance, and actually it wasn't really me that bought these four. It was my parents that did. But they gifted it to me because they were so cheap. And I kind of do like the look of them. I thought that they were pretty cool. And because of that, I decided to get the other ones because I found those ones pretty cheap too. And now I am broke. So yeah, I wanted to get essentially the whole lineup of these toys. So I did get the Bowser toy, and as you can see, I believe he like produces steam or like smoke or something like that. Well, not smoke, but like you know what I mean. He lets out like some steam or whatever from his mouth to make it look like he's like breathing fire from the movies for kids. So I thought that was kind of cool. And also got Tanuki Mario, Peach, which is like the Mario Kart Peach style, as you can see, Cat Mario, and Kamek. And and Kamek. And these are all the toys that they made for Mario, or well, not all of them. These are all like the action figures that are like this size. I believe that there's like a couple of tiny Mario Kart toys and some other things. But I thought for surely that they would make a Donkey Kong toy, but no. Instead, we got Kamek. Thank goodness we got that, which I just don't really get the idea behind that. It's like, okay, Donkey Kong's the more um popular character, and not only that, but I think he plays more of like a mainline role than what Kamek did in the movie. So you'd think that they would have done Donkey Kong because that you would think that that'd do more well, but no. Instead, we got Kamek. So oh well, that was a little bit of a bummer that they didn't make a Donkey Kong toy for that, but I'm glad that I was able to find all these other toys, which not really much of a reason to own them other than, just because they look cool, I guess. And, yeah, like I said, I'm broke. So, yeah, good job. Good thinking with that, me. After that, I had some Goodwill pickups. So, or at least one after that. And that is, and that is Wii Play. I mean, staple in every man's Wii collection, right? Well, not really. Though, essentially, this game sold really well on the Wii, and that was because it was bundled in with a controller for $50 when controllers usually retailed for about $40. So that means you only essentially had to pay $10 for this game, which people were like, oh yeah, this is a no-brainer. So from what I've heard, that is why I believe that sold so well. But not saying it's a terrible game or anything. It's just, just like some mini games are like for some good, quick, arcadey fun, but they aren't anything deep. It's not like a $60. It's not like it's worth $60 on its own. And I bought it for 3 at Goodwill, so good for me. And now after that, I also got some PS3 games from Goodwill. All these 4. And essentially they're Farming Simulator, the first one that came out on consoles, Medal of Honor, Warfighter, Project Honor Edition, so Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and Call of Duty Ghosts. I actually owned Call of Duty Ghosts on disc for PS3 before this, but only on disc. I didn't have the cover or anything else. So now I own it complete in box, so, I'm glad for that. But, yeah, I essentially bought these games because they're good deals, and also, like, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, they're good FPS games. And Farming Simulator, from what I've heard, that's supposed to be, like, the worst one, because, like, there was less options on the... Yeah, I heard that for Farming Simulator on consoles, or at least like the PS3 release at the time, I believe that like that was like the worst one for Farming Simulator games just because the PC release didn't really have that much options compared to the PC version, or the PS3 version didn't have as much options as the PC version, my bad. So yeah, so that was a bit of a disappointment, but from what I've heard, for as far as critics go, but I still wanted to see where the series came from, and also, I just wanted to get into Farming Simulator games, so I was glad that I picked that up. And after that, I did make a trip somewhere else, and I went to a video game store there, because it was like a college visit, so I had some spare time, so I decided to go there. And I found Midway Arcade Treasures for the GameCube. And this is honestly a pretty good collection overall, I think. There's like some classic games in here like Joust, Defender, and Rampage, Root Beer Tapper. And for those of you that don't know Defender, I believe there was a bit of gameplay in the movie Pixels. And for Root Beer Tapper, that was in, Wreck-It Ralph. There's a scene in there where Wreck-It Ralph goes to the root beer tapper for just to see if he could get the medal. So that's where where most people have probably noticed that game from. So I thought that was really cool, like for the games and stuff that are in here, and I honestly think that these are some pretty good games. Also, I didn't realize that Balloon Fight was heavily inspired by Joust, so realized that then. So that was cool. Anyways, then I went back to Goodwill and I found a PlayStation VR Demo Disc 2.0, and I don't have a PlayStation VR, so glad to have wasted that $3. Okay, now I'm just kidding. It's just, I do like demo discs, and I want to get a PlayStation VR one day, and, for $3, I thought that this was like pretty much a steal, so I'm glad that I got this, and hopefully I could find a PlayStation VR for a good price so I can experience that. And anyways, after this, I went to GameStop, like a couple weeks, or like a week after that, and I did end up getting the GameStop Pro membership, and essentially I got that because, well, I thought I should go and like give it a try to see if I can actually save that much money. If I can't, then I'm just not going to do it again. So I decided to do that. And with that, I picked up The Walking Dead, the season 1. And from what I've heard, this was like a really good game. It was like the game of the year. It won like multiple Game of the Year awards when it came out. So I did want to play this one. The only problem I have with Telltale games is that there's not really a whole lot of interactivity because there are a lot of like point and click games and dialogue options, in which, hey, that's still fun, but like, I'd like a little bit more interactivity in there. But I think this one has more interactivity than The Wolf Among Us, or at least to me personally. So yeah, but I still do like this game. It's still pretty fun, and I'm glad I did get it. And along with that, I got some Gashapons. Yeah, this is pretty pathetic. Yeah, I'm just like, I got these because I was hoping that they would be like video game related. And for those of you that don't know, Gashapons, they're like these little vending machine toys from Japan. And my GameStop happens to have a Gashapon machine imported from there. So and the deal was you buy one and you get 2 free. So these are some I got, and none of these are video game related. I mean, there's like these dog ones, which I guess are kind of cute, but like, I'm a grown man. I don't want cute. I want Kirby. I'm just kidding. But yeah, but that was a little bit of a disappointment to me. And also, this one's like a My Hero Academia keychain. It's fine, I guess, but like, not that I hate My Hero Academia or anything. I mean, I do like it. It's just, not only am I not that big of a fan of it, but also I'm not really the type of guy to like really tiny keychains like this. So, oh well. And from there, I ended up going another time to GameStop that week in order to get the Gashapons I actually wanted. So, yeah, I wasted money once, and I did it again for Kirby, but at least I got Kirby. And I also got a couple of Waddle Dees, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I actually do really like these designs. I just wish I, didn't waste another $5, just to get them. I wish I got them right away, but, oh well, that's okay. And just recently, I did pick up Buzz the Mega Quiz for PS2. Now, this is a Sony first-party published game, so this is pretty cool. Or at least I thought that was pretty cool, but it requires buzzers, remotes or controllers, I should say. So that means I can't play it right now. But for $3 I picked up at Goodwill, it is good. Or at least I sure hope it's good. I think it's good. yeah, it was worth quite a bit more than $3, but I bought it for $3, or at least a little bit more than $3. So like I said, I want to get all of the first-party Sony published games, or at least most of them. So, yeah, I thought that this was a unique title that I wanted to try out.